This is what we get since I do not have the practice save tool. So, it's fine. We'll get rid of this one. It's at the bottom of the list. It's distinct. I'm sure the verifiers can appreciate me getting rid of such a hideous character profile. We don't have our Obito. Hinata it is. If I could select it properly. Oh. Also help if I was hitting the right keyboard keys, wouldn't it? No, I don't like that. So, I mean, there's Hanabi who looks a lot like Hinata. I could use that name, but I can't, like, work that into Toe. Hinato is close. You know what? I am creatively bankrupt, so we will use it. Oh, live split. Where is my live split window? I cannot actually find it. Oh, there it is. It was right over another window that's completely black. So, now I need... It's on the wrong monitor. Never minimize your stuff. It always breaks. Okay, I hope this is good. I hope my camera's good. I dropped the background light a little bit more before stream. So got like a weird hair there. Oh, no, it's still just... whatever. And that hangs. Perfect. Perfect hair day. Now we're 100% going to get a PB, so I can go back and look at that forever. I hate my hair so much. All right, we've got that light nice and dim, so we're just going to go ahead and start. And hopefully my controls are not all messed up. It's possible I don't have the walk or sprint buttons set up. No, okay, we're good. Oh. Messed up a little right there already, but it's fine. I don't actually know how to do this as fast as possible. Oh, we have ads now. I was looking at it, said like 31 minutes until pre-roll, and I thought, oh, cool, I just missed ads. No, I started right as ads started. Way to go, me. Okay, we're still good. I was worried I dropped too early. But it is sub 40, though, so good start. Well, good start for me, I should say. Always have to keep that part in mind, that there's good, and then there's good for what I am capable of, which is not much. All right, pretty good start so far. Very good start so far. We canceled half of the fall recovery animation, so that's also pretty good. I'm trying to get better at those. Unfortunately, with this run, I cannot use a bow cancel because I never have a bow. So I need to get a lot better at the other animation cancel options. And swinging is the only one I know right now, but I heard you can still swap gear. Just maybe it's a tighter window or something.
But I can also that you're not and wine I am Carl.
Okay, that's pretty nice. Now I have to go out here and get these kukri. I feel like I did pretty good at the vendoring there. That was fairly smooth. Let's get the line straight. And now we do this. Right here, let's get this thing selected correctly. I always forget to move over to the rune. Doing it by the rune means I can swap and then not have to change my inventory to the whistle. I can also, just forget to hit through the cutscene and lose some time.
Turning to 80, you need to the foot. Then summon me. I bequeath you. It will some torrent. Treat him with.
So, oh wow, that is a fantastic gold on torrent for me. Although I think you can do like 258 if you use the other site. So, time saved for the future. I'm probably just going to have to do off-stream practice for the back half, but we'll see how things go. I mean, I was, it would have been a very small PB, but I was just barely short of one yesterday, and it was purely because I was out of practice on Radagon. So, I can always... I am still getting good enough times on the front half that I can still squeeze out a very small PB on the back, even with bad bosses. Anyways, I think I'm going to change up my setup routing again a little bit. Just based on what golden runes and stuff I'm grabbing. Because this setup right here was mostly to maximize not dying on Blackguard. But the problem is, one of the things I put on here with the physic to not die is not actually something I use because I hit them too hard if I use it. Or I have to drink it right before the fight, and then I can't do it in advance, and there's not really a benefit to using it. So I just lose time. So, I think I'm probably going to change it up again. Also, I'm considering dropping the physic for my future runs anyways. Oh, we are super low on stamina. I did not manage that well, did I? I'm gonna do what I did last night and only grab one of the Golden Rune 6s. I really don't think I need both, considering I have too many runes when I get to Radon. Unless I really want to go back to 36 strength for Godric. No, I mean, it is super tight to get the one cycle with my strat right now. And I'm still not getting it half the time. I am noticing my lines have been pretty good today, though. So maybe I'm improving. Maybe it's the fact that I got a good night's sleep. Oh. Also, my mouse movement has not been good, though. So, you never know. Yeah, the other rune you can get there, it's just another golden 6. Another 2,000 runes, but it is not really... Well, I have to go a little bit further out of my way for it. And this one is just so I can buy stuff off of the vendor at Saints Bridge. But I don't know. I might just go back to the 3 cracked pots. It kind of ends up as a wash, I think, time-wise. I forgot what I was doing for a second. Okay, now I teleport to the bridge. So yeah, I hesitated there a little bit, just so I couldn't remember what to do. This route is pretty new to me. I think this is like the 6th time I've run it since I've moved these things around. And I'm really just not used to getting to the academy and then teleporting to another region. But I also did not lose time on either Stormhill Shack or Academy Gate. And usually I lose time on both. So it's pretty nice to not do that. I think it's straight east from here, basically. With like a, small course correction sometimes, or having to jump the deer. Ooh, that was a skull. That would have been... Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I'm not coming to this guy with 1,000 runes on me. When I kill Blackguard first, I have 1,000 when I get to this vendor. And then I have to sell 200 in items. Otherwise, I can't buy everything I want. I do not like leaving this vendor because mouse cursor issues. So the problem I've had with borderless window is in situations where a main menu is up, like your mouse cursor can leave the screen, and then if you click something, not only will it register as a click in like another game window, but it also makes Elden Ring lose focus. So all of your movement just halts to 0, and you like mess up something in one of your windows. Like I've closed OBS, I have closed browser windows, I've changed my OBS camera view. I've hit stop streaming doing it once. So it's an issue that like I'm really paranoid about trying to fix, and I don't know how else to do it other than just going pure full screen in the game. But if I go full screen in the game, then I don't have like a moderator panel if I need it. I guess I could use my second computer next to me if I really need to. But I was kind of hoping to not have to do that level of setup. I think I'll save about 2.5 minutes by abandoning the physic. That was a bad fall right there. And I don't think I get 2.5 minutes back in quicker boss fights. But I don't want to abandon it until I use Red Feather Branch Sword. And then kind of like evaluate that, because I'll lose some damage overall if I add Branch Sword and then remove Physic. And I kind of want to make sure that none of the boss scripts get messed up when I do it. Because if they do, I'm going to have to learn like entirely new fights, and who has time for that? Although, if I do Physic plus Branch Sword, I gain quite a bit of damage. I actually remove a few hits from fights. I'll try right here, roughly. No, I never get this angle right. One of these days I'll get it. All right, well, we passed the 50-50 for if we're going to get hit on that guy. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It just... The bear's pathing is something we have no control over, I don't think. Let's watch stamina quite a bit right here. Sorry if I'm mumbling a bit. It's been a long week. I've noticed I'm a little slow on using my words. What I was saying is I had to be just a little bit careful there. There's also something really cool we're going to do here. I just started doing this recently, and I've had really good results with it. We jump into this guy and body check him. And every time I've done that so far, the soldier has not aggroed. I don't know what specifically in the game mechanics causes it, but I've noticed he doesn't aggro. And that means that when we get up here, we can teleport without dropping our runes. So, no, we still lost 5.3. That's too bad. Dropping the runes isn't actually the important part there. It's that we get to teleport from the main menu rather than having to do the rune drop, teleport, and then once we get to where we're going, then teleport over here. So it saves a step. It's the same step that doing a quit out would save. Okay, I did forget, however, to equip my physic. Not that I need it right now, but I should do that at some point. Yeah, I can't do it here because they locked me out of the menu. Getting the smithing stones here causes me issues sometimes. The last couple of good runs, I've done it fine, but I'm still trying to figure out a really good, consistent, fast way to grab them both. And the best I've found so far is I block and walk down here. And then sprint. I do sit here to avoid the round table cutscene. And the reason I avoid the round table cutscene is I just don't like having to go through the graces twice. And we're going to have to go back to round table later, so it's just... I find it easier to not have to go through that until I'm ready to actually go to round table. Because we're not buying anything there right now or doing anything. We just go there and teleport back out. Let's get some stamina. I messed up on Celia the other day. Hold on, let me do this and I'll finish my story. Okay. Actually, I'll do the top one too and then finish, because that was not a great Celia, but it was okay for me so far. Okay. Yeah, so up here, I somehow was aggro on something and kept losing stamina, just like this. And I wasn't paying attention. And then I got to this wall and couldn't jump. And it was not good. Double plus ungood, as I would like to call it. Good there. I did actually go back through and save my golds from last night, so I'm going to expect to see a lot fewer golds, but we should still, get a pretty good time over the PB. At least up through setup. Unless we get another 12-minute Radon. Those like to happen when I'm on a good pace. caught on the wall because I'm blind. Oh, I'm getting poisoned. No, okay. I feel like this is a little slow. Oh, that was a good fall, though. I didn't have any falling animation. Also, not trolled by the rat. Always good. Not trolled by the other rat. Also always good. There we go. I'm getting a little faster at that menu. Oh, I just used George as a footrest on accident. Guys, I'm getting a little better at that menu. Hold on. I forgot torrent. It was a little too late, so slow torrent here might mess me up. This teleport is usually a pain because actually when you leave the menu screens in dialogue, the mouse cursor does not lock back into the game for like a couple extra seconds. So on teleports like this where you have to turn around, you can have the cursor in game on borderless window and then turn and have it move out of the window and you just click something. Even when you're, not trying to. So that one I have to do keyboard and mouse only to maneuver until I get to a spot where I can bring up the menu without it impacting what I'm doing. Okay, that was a little okay. I definitely stumbled a couple times there. But overall, no, I'm gonna have to two-hand my weapon. That's fine though. I also don't have a perfectly straight line to this. This is new right here, dropping my runes. And there's a reason I'm doing this. I'll explain it in just a second. Okay, so the reason I'm doing that is I've noticed that there is a up to 5 second or so delay on being able to access the teleporter again after I kill that guy. Just because I'm aggro on other stuff. And it's only been an issue since I've started doing faster and faster routes to Cragblade. So I've had to start dropping runes there just to ensure that I am able to not have to sit there for a little bit. It's a really good Cragblade time too, I think. I'll check the math on that again in a second, but it looks like it was just over 2 minutes. Cragblade right there is one of the time saves that you get that's unique to this versus runs that use Flame Grammy Strength, because I don't have to go the other route to it. Yeah, it looks like 2 minutes, 8 seconds.
Problem. You don't mess with big.
Yeah, that was a good one. I need a faster setup though. Like you see there, I still lost. Oh, sorry, George. I still lost 5 seconds. I lose time on Blackguard a bunch. It's a really hard split for me because the setup on just hitting him is very difficult because of the wood you have to break. I don't know if there's a way to break that while also like not stopping. That was also bad. I got stuck on the wrong side of that thing when I tried to grab the stones. I have changed my route here a little bit. Bearing 2 will be red as a result of this. Basically, we've added more running after getting the key here. Rather than teleport out, I go up near the hawk. It's about a 20-second time save to do it this way, which is why I've started doing it. But the Bearing 2 split is now reporting as not being right since I've not adjusted it. Okay. George is now rubbing in between my legs. I fed him twice before stream, so I don't think he's hungry, but this is what he usually does when he's hungry. So I might quit out before Godric and feed him, or if I don't at Godric, I will take a small break to feed George. Just in case he's hungry. Unfortunately, he's sticking to my legs right now to try and get my attention. It's better than when he jumps on my keyboard midstream. Fortunately, we had no aggro. The jump that I just did, you usually don't have stamina for it if you're aggro. So, always nice. Alright, so after this, we're going to go for Bearing 2. Which is back to here again. And yeah, if you see that, like the time save on Academy, or I'm sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing. Actually, no, that's right. The time save on Academy key is essentially the time save we get on this. It's because I don't have to go to Dragon Temple Ruins anymore as a site of grace. It's like, you know, in between on the Academy key route. So, like I said, it's about 20 seconds. I used a stopwatch on my phone originally to time it rather than using Live Split. Live Split's given me like 17 to 18 seconds. My stopwatch gave me 20. So 20 is what I'm going with, but it's actually a little less. I'm going to go the top path this time. I did bottom on the near PB last night. I don't actually know which one's faster. Have a small time save here if I do not grab the Rune Arc. But I'm going to grab it just because I'm not yet doing Branch Sword route. So it might help give me a better time at the end of the game. The Rune Arc gives me a chance to survive a hit from Godfrey. Not guaranteed. Some things will still one-shot me. But a chance is better than nothing. And the reason I can't do it on anything earlier is I don't level stamina generally until after Malakath. Because around Malakath or just after him is when I hit 84 strength. And 84 is 99 with Source Seal plus Physic. So it's not until that I ever gain some hit points. I've been thinking about doing the 80 strength route again so I get hit points, but if I do, I don't hit Radagon hard enough for the quickest route, or the quickest kill that I can do with this setup. It does require all 99 strength. At least until I get the branch sword. Alright, I don't know the exact line here yet. Because I've not, like, timed it with a stopwatch yet. That's probably going to be a this weekend type thing. But, I've started going just directly up the stairs because I do really like, actually running up them with the aggro bar because, you get a perfect timer on your stamina, essentially, to know when to hit sprint. Rather than having to actually watch the animations closely. So it gives me a chance to check some other stuff. I think it's also probably a very, very slightly shorter route. So that is also kind of a benefit. Alright. Through these guys, yeah, we'll see how much time we lose on the bearing. Remember, it's not actually true time loss either. Since, you know, we did add time to the run to go up to, what's it called? To go up to the Hawk early. But we don't kill the Scion until later because he is very difficult. With balls and my stats and trying to do the fight quickly. Like, there's scripts and stuff for him. It's just the scripts are all kind of slow. So, like, the non-scripted kills are a lot faster. And having to do it with, you know, no armor, no hit points does make it a little bit more challenging for me. I forgot to put the balls on, too, so I'll just do it as we run to Tree Sentinel. No, that was a bad jump. That was also really bad. Cool. Saved by the roll. I should have put the balls on earlier. I was not running through there at light load. So I did, like, just automatically lost a little bit of time because light load does run just very, very, very slightly faster. But in a run like this where, like, so much of it is actually just running around. Ooh. Well. That's an interesting misclick. We're gonna do 3 and 2, I guess. I meant to grab that so I'd be able to actually do extra, but we misclicked, so we're gonna be down a physic the whole run, or I'm sorry, a flask the whole run. I don't think it will matter, but I mean, I do actually, when I do 3 heal flasks, I do go through them sometimes. And like the other golden seeds on the route that I can grab, I don't really want to stop and grab. Like, the ones we could get would have been near the start, and then Kaled and basically the two forts. Hey, Big Tuna. Not much. Just started this run on a pretty good pace right now, doing my new route for the Hawk, so the time is a little bit misrepresentative right now. But I did actually just misclick and not grab 2 golden seeds, so I'm going to be down some flasks here. Hey, thank you for the follow. They are anonymous. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, they are anonymous. But yeah, thank you for coming in and hanging out. But yeah, as I was saying, I messed up my flasks. So I'm going to be... I'm only going to have 5 this run instead of the usual 6 or 7. Usually 6. I think this is going to be... This is a slow tree sentinel too, unfortunately. He just took too long to turn around. So we did lose a little bit of time there. Despite what that looks like. It won't be until the Hawk split that things are correct again, because I moved all the running from Hawk to the Bearing 2 split.
To determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering. Very at my hand.
But yeah, right here I will sorry, I will cough, and then I will level by smith. Well, in order, level my weapon, and then teleport out, and then level flasks and physic. I buy the bell just to do it now. I don't actually use it until post Fire Giant, or actually I guess post Morgott. So Fire Giant's the first time I use the bell. Weapon goes to 13. Level up that, and then we sell our runes. And we get out of here. Yeah, I hope your day is going well, Big Tuna. I had a really good night's sleep last night, and then a somewhat okay day. Ready for Friday, though. I think we do 3 and 2. Also, I just realized I forgot to do my my physic. So we are going to have to sit at another site of grace to fix that. Oops. All right. Now we have that correct. I'll probably sit at the one in the plains. Just like right before the next boss. Okay, that was a decent fall. I could have probably taken a little bit more damage, though. Not aggroing the wolves at the campfire was nice too, though, because I got to have my stamina last a lot longer. Oh, that was also a close jump. I was actually really worried about missing that one. Right. I think we're in good shape, though. I should start hitting... Actually, you know what? Rather than saying I should do it, let's just do it. It's faster to hit that foot than to hit the other one. Which is why I should do it, because with the way he gets up, it's just... You get access to the one a lot quicker. Also, we are very far ahead on time right now. But part of that is because I missed the flask. Or physic, sorry. I keep mixing up the words physic and flask. We'll do it right now, though. So I do actually need it for this fight anyways. Wait, did I not? Where's my mouse cursor? There we go. Yeah, so this is not going to be a gold on this split. We are probably losing quite a bit of time given everything that just happened right there. Alright. But hopefully the convoy of very loud cars going by is not coming through on the mic. Alright. Lost 7 seconds. That's honestly not the worst there. And not of all of that is a true 7 seconds, because the physic is something that should have just come out of Blue Dancer Charm time. And if I didn't have to waste the time sitting back down at the thing, it would have been even less. So, minus that little unfortunate mishap, was probably really only like 2 seconds total between the two splits. Really? It was already lit up, though. Also, I don't think I had very good momentum on those jumps because it took me 6, and I distinctly remember it taking 5 to go from dismounting Torrent to getting to the despawn point in the past. So I don't think I went through that as optimally as possible. Well, well, well. Helping yourself to a man's personal belongings. You scheming rotten thief? Is that what he says? Yep. The gods demand repentance. Wow. Even without a lock on. Amazing. That was a very clean kill. I'm not going to get a better patch of skill for a while. It wasn't gold because of the run being slow, I think. But that was a very clean kill for me. Now this is where we go to Hawk, and after this one, our split is where it should be. If we get this first try, we should get a sub 40 Hawk time. Which is kind of my new standard time that I shoot for. Remember when I started doing these, it was 46 minutes, then 44, and then it jumped from 44 to 40 as we changed routing, and got a little less bad, maybe. I think it's mostly just routing changes, though. Not really ability. So, we'll see. It's slightly faster if I do my buffs right here. So that's what we'll do. Even though it means I have a little less time on Cragblade. Bad start. Much better. I'm dead. Oh, man. Well. There goes... We're just out of the way. There goes a sub 40. That was a pretty bad start, though. Nothing you can really do about that. He just has some patterns that are super hostile to balls. Anything where he jumps is really good. Anything where he swings in a circle tends to be a little bad. But, you know, we're still going to be in PB territory. There's a lot of time save available in this PB that I've been getting routinely. So it's just kind of a matter of when I get it. And if something like this happens on a PB run, it means I have time save baked in for the future. Oops, I knew better than to do that. Oh. Oh, that was so close. Oh, we should heal again. All right. That was a very bad fight. But I've had some pretty close ones lately that were good, so whatever. I think in one of those runs last night, it wasn't even a sub 40, it was like a sub 39, I think. I'll have to double check. Which is nice, because, you know, the goal is to try and get... eventually, I want setup down to 33 minutes, at least right now. And that is going to take a while. I don't even know if it's doable without giving a lot of stuff up. But I think I can maybe do it once I do Red Feather. Because I do save some time in there. And if Red Feather does not do it, then I don't think it's possible with what I'm doing. But as far as time saves go, I have two big ones available right here. The first one is Margit, because my PB had me die on Margit of all things. And then the second one is Radon, because my PB... I did not die on Radon, but I died on the stake skip multiple times. And each of those are about a 2-minute time save that I have available. So, if we just don't mess those up, there's a really nice time savings here. I shall remember the... is it Meager Flame here? Yeah. Telling me all about my Meager Flame.
It's titled Dark You'll Breach. Well, but of course.
I don't trust using my mouse cursor on this section, really. So it does mess up a lot of times when I turn around from talking to Gostock. So I tend to fix it like right here. Also, I was right to not test it. Or not, sorry. I was right to not trust it based on where it was when I brought my menu up. Late jump for me, but I somehow lucked out. Lucked out again because I somehow did not get hit by that slash. I don't know how that happened. I think I might have aggro this time when I hit this thing. So I might have to do one of the game hates me routes. Alright, sorry. I'll look over and read that in just 1 second. I saw him mostly lurking, but I didn't get a chance to finish reading. Alright, now I can read for a second. Exhausted, doing dinner, hanging out. Oh, kind of exhausted. Yeah, I feel that. I'm my energy levels, I can kind of tell if I've gotten enough sleep or not, because by Wednesday I'm just gonna be dead if I didn't. I'm kind of at that like low energy level, but not low enough that I can't stream, but low enough that I'm not like as chatty as I feel like I normally am at this time of day. Yesterday was really bad though, like I wasn't talking at all. Oops. Alright, we're gonna have to back out and heal. That's too bad. No, we did stagger though. Oh no, we got an early. So he must not have lost all his posture. All right, well, not a phase 2 unfortunately, or 1 cycle I mean, but it's actually gonna be a long phase 2 as well. All right, I did say I was gonna feed George here, so give me 1 second. I will BRB. It looks like we got a time save on Godric though, which is nice. I'll be back in just a minute. All right, I'm back. Oh yeah, just not enough sleep. Super lethargic. Yeah, not to worry you. I had that when I got COVID. Literally being lethargic was my only symptom. I'm not saying that's what you have or anything, but it can happen. It can also just be like the way you eat sometimes can do that. Or just, yeah, not enough sleep too. All sorts of things. I'm the last one ever who should give medical advice, so definitely do not trust what I say on any of that. All right. Let's see if I can mess up stake skip. I do have a talent for messing stuff like this up. Nope. Okay, so we got stake skip, which means we are on pace for messing up Radon. Let's see how it goes. I am a little bummed, though, that we didn't get the sub 40 Hawk. Because all of the rest of that setup was basically right there for it. And just bad patterns. All right, first try for Radon. We set our gear up while running to him. Also picked the wrong one. Okay. And hopefully we don't get trolled in many ways. The whole 12-minute Radon thing really sucks when that happens. We're already getting set up right now for bad patterns, so we'll see what happens. No, but we at least did not, didn't die. I was on the wrong side of Radon there when he started doing his stuff. This will be close for a easy phase 2 kill. We'll see. Oh my god. Not like this, please. All right. That is, all right. I didn't want to use a kukri kill, but given what happened the other day, I'll take it. For anyone who wasn't watching, the other day, I tried to do that just to style on him and do something funny. And 2 kukri, he had like no health, and then 2 kukris did not kill him. And then I died. When I could have just punched him and been fine. But here though, like there's that gap, and I was just like, you know, let's go for it. There was no payoff to not doing that, because I probably would have gotten hit and died otherwise. Not guaranteed, but more likely than not. And I was also just thinking that, you know, if this is somehow a PB, that'd be a really cool Radon kill to have in there. Although I am still pretty upset that well, I don't know. Did I get the stagger and just like miss my attacks or something because I didn't know I had it? I don't really know what happened there. But yeah, definitely poor Leonard. I beat up on Leonard too much. You do more damage to him if you hit his legs. The problem is I never get myself into position when he does the correct combo when I'm jumping in off of Torrent. It's only when I'm running up on like that initial approach that I ever seem to get it right. So I don't get the like all of the hits in the right order. And then I mess up and things like that last fight happen. Oh, that was close. Yeah, did not get the animation cancel. It was close, though. I'll get better at that over time. I just need to do it a lot more. All right. Moment of truth. Do I miss the jump? I miss this at least half the time. All right. Called it. This is my most missed jump in the run by far. A lot of people think it would be something like stake skip, but no, it is that one right there. Oh my god. And I missed. My second most missed one is not this, believe it or not. It is this right here. I finally figured out, like, I should just stop being greedy. If I get over that and, like, you know, I messed up a jump before. I have a very strong desire to quit out right now to reset aggro. But I'm not going to because I have some pride in giving myself a bad time for no reason. Anyways, yeah, that one jump I miss a lot for some reason. I don't know why, because I always feel like I jump in the same spot. I just don't always get it. And I can get past this guy with just a roll up those steps, but since I don't stop to heal right here, and I'm not wearing any armor, he does one-shot me. So the time loss and the fact that I would have to do Rampart skip again just kind of makes me want to not risk it. I'd rather just lose the 1 second, I guess. Unless I have like a time that really, really needs it. The reason I drank the physic down on the tree is, again, I don't like quitting out. I do it in a couple spots where I have to, but just a preference. So by drinking the physic down below and then balls right here, I'm buffed and just ready for the fight. Really? I got a great opener and then missed it. Oh, that's bad. Oh. I got impatient. I was missing a lot of attacks there to stagger. I was basically thrown off by missing such a great opener. And then I was trying to, like, make up for it. No. You can't really make up for that. You just have to continue and do your best. I missed my attack there again, too, which is kind of annoying. Oh, I missed a quick follow-up. That's fine. Okay. I missed a couple attacks there at the end too. I thought that was all gonna fall apart. It was definitely a slow golden shade, even if you ignore the death. I say, yeah, I lost over a minute on that versus the PB, but I think the PB was first attempt. Oh, right. No physic. I was getting all mixed up here. I no longer sit at the site of grace. I should just not sneak past that either. But I am grabbing it for safety, just right now, because it's only going to be like a 3 or 4 second loss. But I shouldn't even sit there, in all honesty. Instead, what I want to do is just have my 3 talismans up. Cragblade. Oh. Glad I checked. I apparently forgot my sleep pots on the elevator. Because that's where I usually equip them, right when I make them. That was close. He almost had a chance to move. No, you are a big tuna. Summons are allowed. You're not allowed to summon other players. To enforce that, they put you in offline mode, or say you have to be in offline. But you can summon NPCs. In fact, I even summon the bird on things after Morgott. I just have no reason to summon them right now because they're not just pure improvements. One of the issues is that they make fights more chaotic because things can... Oh, no, you're allowed to use those. There's just not really a benefit to... Same issue with making your own summons where it makes things more chaotic. But when you use a gold sign, if it's from outside the fog door, the boss has more stance. It also has more hit points. So there's just no real benefit to summoning one. And this would have been nighttime if I didn't die, which would have made this a little bit easier. There's only a couple of gold summon signs that are inside arenas. Alexander at Fire Giant is one of those. But the summon sign for him is actually quite a bit out of the way from the route I go. So even if I wanted to summon him, it would probably not be the best idea. I forgot to equip my robe. I'll take the robe off again for Fire Giant, but I put it on because of the Fire Monk. Right before like that long, narrow running area. I have kind of like on Godskin where it gives me just enough to survive. It does the same thing on that guy's fire attack where I can just barely survive it with the robe on. But yeah, Big Tuna, it's basically just... I don't think it's possible for a gold summon sign to speed up a fight, except maybe Radon with certain setups. Because some people will actually use a couple of those NPCs in Radon. Since they are not before the fog gate, they don't buff the boss. But like I said, the trade-off on that is you end up losing scripted fights, or like fully scripted fights. Because you can then no longer tell who the boss is going to attack or what attack it's going to use. Oh. A 5709 rolled medallion is really nice. I think I got a 55 the other night. Maybe, yeah, it was somewhere in the 55 range. But even just getting it down to 57 right now is nice. My goal for Margit 3 Morgott is to do it in 12 minutes. So it looks like this one was 15, which is still really good. Messed up there. I should have had Torrent already up on my hotkey bar. Oops. If you can find them, Big Tuna, they're probably pretty far back and buried, but I believe I did highlight them. At least a couple of them for earlier runs. I did actually summon Melina for the Morgott fight while I was still learning it. The fight is a lot different than how it is now for me. Among other things, the first weapon I started speedrunning with was the ringed finger. So totally different like sequences to stagger bosses. But then also, I was actually using the summon for quite a while before I finally like figured out what I'm doing now. So it's been like this incremental thing where the fight gets cleaner and cleaner. I might actually go back and watch some of those at some point. They were like 3 and 4 hour runs. I want to say my first run was nearly 4 hours. It was slower than whatever the current slowest on the leaderboard is. And then at the time I was like, oh, once I get something under 3 hours, I will actually submit a time. And then I didn't because I was like too embarrassed by the run. And I was like, oh, well, 2.5 hours and then 2 hours. I don't think I actually submitted something until it was under 2. But now I kind of wish that I had actually submitted those, honestly, just for the purpose of obsoleting them, but having them up there of like the 3 and 4 hour runs to just show improvement and kind of look at how much I have improved, because it's a really good way to motivate yourself. Just see like where you were at a month ago or 2 months ago, or in that case, I guess, in August or September, I think. So it was like 6 months ago, maybe. Lost a little bit of time there because I was caring about drinking my water. And there are a couple of time saves available that I just don't do yet because I find them tedious, but are essentially it's just some free minutes on my time. And once I get near my goal, I might do them. And I bring that up because one of them is in here. When you go to the husks, you can just teleport back to round table to get back to the middle without having to do the run. That's pretty slow menuing. There's that. There's like quit outs on opening doors. There's a faster chest opening you can do. There's also a thing you can do with Sights of Grace, and I've done all of them, but I don't really make it a habit of doing them in these runs and like forcing myself, because like they all add up to a couple of minutes over the run combined. But like I said, I find them really tedious, and I just honestly don't want to do them until it becomes necessary to be at a certain time. I find them things that kind of take away from the fun of it. I mean, I'll do them, but I'm not going to be happy about it, so I'm trying to put them off. And just see how far I can get without resorting to those first. So, I mean, I have an hour 19 sum of best here without doing any of that. So I feel like I still have room to get faster too. Maybe like a 118, 117. I have a lot of room to improve on the back end of the game still, so like post Morgott. So maybe I can get even lower than that without resorting to it. But the real big time saves right now are honestly all in the setup phase of the game. Well, I know I have about, over our current pace right now, I have about 3 minutes in bosses. Morgott through Margit, because like I said, I'm at 15 right now. My goal is 10. The fastest players can do it in that whole section in 10. And technically I can do almost everything they can do as far as like what my build and stuff lets me do speed-wise. It's just a skill level thing. But 12 minutes should be doable. 10 is really pushing it now. And I grabbed this Grace, honestly, just for safety. I should probably stop doing it, but every time I have skipped it, I have nearly died on this bridge. So that part is annoying. Getting hit on this bridge, though, when we do switch to Red Feather Branch Sword is actually a very key part of the strategy. Wow. All right. Game hates me. Because what you want to do is try and use the environment to take damage for Red Feather. I've got a route worked out. I'm not going to feel ready to do it until I can reliably first try most bosses. Or honestly, reliably first try all of them, but maybe not all of them in the same run. And I'll just accept, like, you know, some setup time until it all comes together. I'll probably practice that a little bit this weekend, like this whole back half. 6 bosses, 2 long runs. I'm sure I can come up with some stuff I can do. I do have enough surplus runes right now, exactly enough actually, to buy 1 turtleneck meat for Fair Missoula. So I do want to time out if that's useful or not. Alright, approaching Fire Giant. I have not fixed my inventory, so I'll do it right now. I usually do not stop and hit the Grace. So unfortunately, I'm going to be down another heal potion. Because actually, yeah, so Zamora Ruins was my last chance to heal on that teleport. So I'm going to have to use another heal potion before the fight so that Ritual Sword Talisman is turned on. That's not really a huge deal. I just wish I put Radagon's Source Seal on before I use my last potion. Hey Vulcan, how's it going? Yeah, seeing green and gold and stuff is nice. That little splotch of red is not actually lost time, but rather I changed some routing around. So the splits are all just a little messed up. I was less than a minute off of my PB last night on stream, and then I've had a couple other attempts off stream that were about as good. So I've had some really good runs lately. I've had stuff that's actually like within like multiple. Hold on, let me focus on this, and then I'll finish what I was gonna say. Cool, got a good opener. Yeah. So what I was gonna say was I've had multiple runs that were ahead of my PB by a ton. I had one the other day that was 10 minutes ahead, and then it all fell apart at Malakath. I had another one that was like 8 minutes ahead, and it fell apart at Horalu. And they ended like, you know, many minutes behind my PB. So I just need a good series of bosses at the end here, and I'm probably just gonna have to practice that this weekend because Malakath and Horalu still cause me a ton of issues. Godskin too sometimes, but it's a little less likely than the other two. I did a lot of new routing in the setup, and I can gain about like I gain multiple minutes. Setup wise, like I had a run last night where I had everything like pre-Margit under 40 minutes. The best I've done for that is 38 something. And then like bosses, I did it last night in 14 or a little under 14. This one's 15, unfortunately. But it's all still like consistently getting better. This one I had a death on Golden Shade. My run last night that was almost a PB, I think I just got really tired right here because this drop I died on 3 times in a row. I just missed the platform somehow. And like I said, it was under a minute loss, or under a minute from being a new PB. Although, if I'm gonna get a PB, I'd rather like, you know, not have something like that happen in it. Plus, I was wearing my Elden Ring shirt that said Maidenless, and I'm more comfortable not having that one be the shirt I wear on a PB. But yeah, run's going really well. The big thing I changed in the routing there, and why like the bearing 2 split is, oh god, is so much less, is I grab the key and then I just run right to the Hawk Site of Grace. I don't do it at that point, but I just run up there, and it cuts a whole Site of Grace from the run, and then like some sidetracking for it, and it's like a free 30 seconds. Well, 20 seconds on the summon. So, you know, taking 20 seconds off something that takes 3 minutes. All right, well, this is the 69th run that's been completed. That is the second time in 69 runs he has killed me. Funny thing is, like, I don't really have time save after Godskin because on my PB, all of the bosses were so smooth. Um, but I think I'm actually still in the green when I get to Godskin here. I'm far enough ahead. Yeah, I usually roll that guy, and I don't have any issues. I don't know what happened that time. That one I sometimes don't roll. When you're on, like, the far side from him, I've noticed a lot of times he just doesn't hit you, so sometimes I don't try and avoid him. I just try and run around him. But yeah, I die here a few enough times it just doesn't really feel worth it to me to hit that Site of Grace as a safety. Oh my god. Well, I guess our runes are gone forever. But it's just that one spot where they aggro. I always lose a lot of frames right there too. Fortunately, at least I remembered to level. However, I did not remember to make more sleep pots, so I do have to sit at this one. Because I only have 4. I've been working on some better setups to use fewer sleep pots, but nothing I'm comfortable enough with doing in a run yet. Alright. Also, I do not feel like dealing with this guy. Because I was trying to do the one where you can just throw a sleep pot and time it so you get at least hit the skinny guy without having to do anything extra. But I'm just not going to do that right now. I missed a golden seed on the run today. So I'm also operating on 1 potion lower than normal. Which I took out on fewer mana pots. I messed that up. I meant to get the crit, but it looks like I waited a little too long. Alright. Question is, can I mess this up badly? Or how badly? Perfect. I will happily trade a hit. I'm grabbing this just for safety. I never really trust myself on this jump, even though I don't miss it very often, which means now that I've said that I will, for sure. But I always like grabbing that just because I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss this the one time I don't grab the safety. It's kind of like the invisible bridge, where I've never come close to missing it, except for when I don't grab the grace. Which, if I ever like made another like game just personally rather than as a day job, I kind of feel like I would love to make a Souls-like where I'd have like safety graces around for people, and make the safety grace just subtly actually change your collision and the size of hitboxes in the world, just so that people who grab the safeties can argue about things. That'd be really fun, actually. Just like the bridge will be a little bit narrower. An invisible bridge can be a little narrower if you don't grab the safety. I'd have to figure out how to prevent people from data mining it, though. Yeah, I would love to do that in a game. I think it'd be really funny.
I knew they had you up.
Oops, I'm not gonna sell my thing anymore because I messed that up. I can just eat. Well, no, I still have fire giants to eat. I guess I can do it after Gideon, and it won't matter. Although I did forget to level. That will matter. The best, or I guess the worst part about my near PB last night is I messed up my leveling and I put everything into strength without thinking about it. So, you know, going past 84 doesn't really matter when you have like source heal plus your physic. And I leveled all the way up to 91 strength before I realized. And then I died on Radagon when he hit me, and I was just barely too short on health to survive the hit. Also, this guy I accidentally aggroed last night twice. I've been getting a little bit better, actually, at just running past him. But I'm still not comfortable doing it. Okay. Oh, that was close. Trying to like flick the mouse a little less when I do those, because it should give me a faster run overall when I get better at it. So, just like small amounts of practice here and there when I do these. Originally, I had intended to do like just the back half of this for like 2 or 3 times tonight before trying a full run. But then I couldn't find a save that I had with everything, so I figured we're just gonna do a full run. Hey, Luminoth. Not much is up. I have an okay run going. Had a couple, well, one really unfortunate death and then some unfortunate bad luck. Had a near PB last night by less than a minute away from the PB. How are you doing tonight, Luminoth? Really? We killed him, but that's annoying. I've been noticing what's been going wrong for me on that fight too when he does kill me, because it used to not happen at all, and I finally realized what's going on and how I have to change my attacks. And I changed him there, but then he did the AoE lightning. But yeah, Luminoth, it's going well. This is probably not going to be a PB run, but it is like, it's a decent pace still, whether or not it's a PB. until I mess up on Malakath somehow. Or actually, I shouldn't even say somehow. I know how I'm going to mess up on him. So I'm going to miss that attack, and then he's going to get me on a counter. Just like that. To be fair, even if I got that headshot, I think I was still dead there. I'm glad you're enjoying the run. I don't know if you happened to catch the one I did yesterday. I was super happy with that. Like I said, it was like less than a minute over the PB. But the really nice part of it is it was like sequence PB for the all of the setup. Plus, I think up through Morgott was a PB. So I can't complain about it either way. Just getting sub 40 through the Hawk is really good, no matter what. So I feel like long term, I can learn all the bosses and stuff, but like the real time saves are going to come in finding ways to do setup quicker. And he's dead. Well, if I don't mess up phase 2, he's dead. I did a couple more Red Feather Branch Sword runs, Vulcan. And the more I do them, the more convinced I am that my sequencing is a good way to go about doing things. Did I have runes here? Oh, now we'll never know. So I'm kind of thinking, like, once I get sub 130, I'm going to switch the route over to using Red Feather. And that actually has a lot of small time saves throughout the run. But dying on bosses is more costly after Morgott. Also, on practice the other day, I don't think either of you were in here, so you might not have heard. I finally had a run die to Gideon in practice. It was very sad. It was a really good run, too. Oh, paninis are great. I've been doing Publix for lunch a lot. And then today I downgraded to Subway, but that's because they're closer to me and I had time. Or I didn't have time, I should say. Yeah, just don't die is good advice. So what actually got me though was I hit Gideon too hard, and I caused him to go aggro on the second hit rather than the third. So I was just too good for him, really.
And here you'd come to stand before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your courage, but alas, she'll take the throne. Queen Marika is out. I know.
Really? Well, I didn't hit him with my third hit wasn't charged, so that's probably why. The day is coming where I will have a run on stream get ended by Gideon. I'll also have one ended by this branch. So I am not yet confident enough to like jump on it the whole way. It's also gonna be really weird to me when I do switch over to Red Feather Branch Sword, because everything after Malakath, you're never gonna sit at the Site of Grace. So like all these runes just never get spent. Like I'm doing it now, and oh, that was a gold Gideon. Oh, that is very cool. But yeah, I'll probably drop the physic when I make that switch as well. All right, let's see how this goes. Again, like, I cannot unsummon the bird on the first attempt, which does actually make it harder. Same thing happened to me on Goldfree where I missed that attack. Perfect. Less perfect though is that he's going to get up. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I'm still super nervous about getting rid of the physic, but I know it will, like, work out for me. Look at that gold, by the way. Oh, you know what? I do want my physic. I shouldn't do this, but I want the physic. And then that is where my... All run, I didn't get the mouse cursor to click out of the game until right there. Gonna be honest, I kind of hope this isn't a PB, because I wanted to PB by more. At least we have a lot of time save in this, if this is our PB. Also, maybe I should have leveled my health just to help ensure it's a PB. I guess we'll see what happens. Wow, my hand is actually shaking. I don't usually get nerves like this going into Elden Beast. It's not over yet. I can still mess up the cutscene. I have faith. All right, so before I yap, I should at least go, well, missed that cutscene. I should at least, you know, do this correctly and go show my character and do the actual split right here. All right. And I'll just yap on the main screen after. Of course, it's this named character is what I actually got for it as a joke name, Hinato. All right, cool. Step on Me Godfrey's on there too, just for pure embarrassment.